that there will be natural disasters. COVID was declared as a natural disaster. Okay. And because we are not self-sustaining as a country, any little thing from the outside world, from the Western world, because of course we are not self-sustaining as a country, it hits us. Okay. Let us look at the case of COVID and the case of the Ukraine war. It wasn't Baumia who created the Ukraine war. It wasn't Baumia's engineering for COVID to come. But then we were there, and then all of a sudden, COVID hit us.
Why is it that COVID affected Ghana than Nigeria? Why is it that COVID affected Ghana than Cote d'Ivoire? Mm-hmm. Why do we seem to be in an outlier situation when it came to COVID?
Alpha,
because I remember under NDC when they were blaming exogenous factors on the economic difficulty. The same vice president, we've been playing the videos. That why is it not Cote d'Ivoire? Why is it not Nigeria? Why is only Ghana being affected that much? So there must be an underlying reason why your country is hard hit of COVID than any other country, at least within the sub-region.
Alpha, you can't compare Nigeria's economy to Ghana's economy.
Why?
You can't.
Why?
If I am to check the inflation rate, even just the inflation rate and even the GDP of Nigeria and then Ghana, you will realize that Nigeria's own is, I think, a little bit better.
So why is Nigeria's better? That's my question.
No, it's because Ghana, we are not self-sustaining as a country.
Is Nigeria self-sustaining?
Look, Alpha, see, Nigeria is promoting local rice. Is that the case in Ghana?
So why can't you promote local rice?
It's a matter for another day.
No, it's not for another day. About the government.
Whose duty is it? Okay. You are. I'm bringing myself. You continue. I'm bringing myself. Continue.
Alpha. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Interrupted you.
Yes. Alpha, we were hit as a country with COVID and Ukraine. Alpha, let us not forget that before 2020, our economy was one of the fastest growing in the world. Okay, I just looked the dollar rate up on the internet from 2017 to 2020, and I saw that in 2017, after Nanado came into office, the dollar rate was 4.4. 4 cities, 40 pesos. In 2018, 4.6. 2019, 5.2. 2020, 5.6. 2021, 5.9. It was after that, it was after COVID, when our economy was starting to recover, when Baumia, together with his management team, were trying to put things together to revive the economy. That is when our dollar rate started skyrocketing.
When you were starting to revive the economy?
Yes, Alpha. Let us not forget that in October 2020, Ghana's Bank of Ghana was declared as the best performing central bank in the world. Let us not forget that.
So you see,
you should give it to Bank because he's part of the economic management.
One thing we can say is that, you see, government run on a tenure. So you run for a period. When we voted for Nanado in 2016. We voted for him to govern the country for 4 years. He finished that term in 2020, and he was re-elected. So you have a second term. When you have a second term, you're supposed to work within that second term. We give you a mandate to work in this. So if you come and say, "Oh, you've given me another opportunity, but look at what I did in the past. So don't blame me today. Look at what I did in the past." That was the reason why we re-elected you. So we're expecting you to work.
Come and make things better.
And in fact, at the time you knew COVID was here. And you said that you know how best to manage the economy. What you can't do is to bring
the people back to life.
And they are managing the economy.
Where?
Oh, okay.
Where?
I'm asking, which economy?
Ghana's economy.
It's being managed.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
You can't see.
I didn't know some people were managing their economy.
We just come and give it to you to manage.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Please talk to me. I'm listening.
You talk. We are listening to you.
Alpha, so yes, it would be fair if you single out Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and blame him for the economic woes of our country. Moreover, he's only the head of the economic management team. He has people he works with. Okay, it's only unfortunate that when the blame comes, he's the one that receives everything. Alpha, it won't be fair. Okay.
So you think it's not fair?
No.
Okay. It's 19 after 8. For me, what I think though is that you see the fundamental thing is that whether vice president and if the vice president's team are listening, see, as for the economy, you can't run away from it. You can't, because you see, a lot of Ghanaians were very much convinced, just like Rahim said, were very much convinced in Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia because of how he practically explained matters of the economy to the Ghanaian people, brought it to our level for everybody to appreciate. I mean, 2016 was the beginning of, that kind of campaign where you see technocrats campaigning on economy instead of personalization, instead of just castigating each other, etc. It was a campaign of the economy, you looking at the economy, how we can improve it. So what I'm saying is that the seeming decision to seem to abandon the economy and inherit digitalization, if I'm a floating voter, I will see that as a sign of dishonesty. Because I think that if you assure me that you can better manage the economy, I expect you to tell me what you've done in the management of this economy that has been enhanced or has enhanced our economic situation. Okay, I don't want you to look like you're running away from it. Just tell me that, I talked about the cedi depreciation. This is what I've done with regards to the cedi depreciation. I spoke about the debt to GDP. This is what I've done in relation to the debt to GDP. I spoke about unemployment. This is what I've done with regards. I want you to own it, because you owned it before 2016. You spoke about it quite eloquently in 2016. So be able to also make a case, because if you're running away, it's like you are shying out, and it doesn't speak well of a leader that you give a lot of hope on a particular area. And now periods have come, you can't even speak of some of those things. So when there's e-levy, the vice president will shy away from it. He will not speak about it. Strategically, for some reason, he doesn't want to speak about e-levy. Why? Because he said you were against e-levy. E-levy has been passed. As someone who wants to lead this country, we should hear you say, okay, this was my view. But to think that when you run away, Ghanaians will forget, for me, is a problem for me.
There are two people captaining the ship, a lawyer and an economist. And we are talking about matters of economy. And the economist is running away. We should blame the lawyer. We should go and blame the lawyer on matters of the economy. But when both of you were a ticket, you see, most people say that we didn't vote for Bawumia. Yes, his face didn't appear on the paper. But without him, people wouldn't have run the election. He wouldn't have been qualified to run the election.
In fact, he
was on the ticket, so we voted for him.
Just like you said, Rahim, the president also added to that and said that, see, forget about where the city has got into. I have a man who has a practical understanding of how to manage the city.
So from the start.
That is why the likes of Kennedy Ohina Japan will tell you that if you are that strategic, why is it that the city has depreciated further under your... I think the vice president should be answering that question.
Exactly.
The vice president should come and tell me that, I said that when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But this is why I think in this case, you can't blame me or blame the government.
You see, there is... You see what
so the view that when you keep quiet, then it dies a natural... No. It's a problem for me.
Yes.
Alpha.
Yes.
But hold on. Before you come in, you see... One of the reasons why I also think that vice president should be blamed for the economy is during campaign time. The president said, I know the problems in the economy, and that is why I'm bringing this man to come. So it means your job description was made clear to us, voters. That's why we gave you the job. We gave you the job because your job description was made clear to us.
And Ukraine were not enough reason.
No, but Ukraine's economy is doing better than Ghana.
Okay.
Ukraine that is fighting. His economy is better than us.
Relax. Is it not enough reason?
I'm saying it's
then Ebola was enough reason.
When Nanadu had Ebola saying all that about Bawumia.
Let me answer.
When Nanadu was saying all that about Bawumia, he didn't know that there would be COVID.
Nanadu himself said
he cannot blame
no.
He didn't know.
You see, when you give a scale, when you give a yardstick, we do the same thing to measure. What did Akufo-Addo say when Ebola struck Ghana? He said we cannot use Ebola as an excuse. The same thing.
The impact of Ebola on economies in this world.
The Russian-Ukraine war that is...
Please, Ryan, she has asked me a question. So let me... I'm saying that
not enough reason.
There's nobody who can underestimate the impact of COVID and Russia-Ukraine war. No doubt about it. But I'm saying that you can't tell me that Ghana's city was the most vulnerable to COVID and Russia-Ukraine war. My question is why? Why was Ghana's city hardly hit by COVID than any other currency at a point in time? In fact, at a point in time, Ghana's city became the worst currency behind El Salvador's rupee. My question is why?
West.
How did we become that worst?
That's the question.
You understand? So you can say, yes, it affected, but why is it that our neighbors, all the African countries, the countries within the sub-region, we were badly affected by COVID? It means that COVID, and the last time I spoke to the majority leader, Rahim, if you recall, he said, we cannot put the blame squarely on COVID and Russia-Ukraine war, and that internally we've contributed to the situation. I can even search the video for you. I asked him the question directly. You understand? So you can't tell me that it's all about COVID. It's all about Russia-Ukraine war. So you, the government, you've not contributed to this situation. You are perfect. You've done everything right.
You've not
and when
contributed
COVID comes, and everything disorganized. That is why I have a problem.
Look at
so I'm
panel.
saying that the vice president has a moral duty to come and speak to the people and tell us how
and why
this economy has been in this situation, what the government did, and why is it that we are not speaking enough about the economy. That for me is not politically strategic enough.
Alpha.
That for me is like running away from responsibility.
A former deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana becomes vice president. The Bank of Ghana is declaring these losses, and you are saying we should allow him to run away. No.
Alpha C. Ghana.
We are seeing. You go ahead.
If you are to compare Ghana to our neighboring countries,
Okay.
like just the ones around us, look at how Nana Addo chose to manage COVID with all the relief items, let me say, that he gave to us. He gave us free water.
That we paid for.
He gave us.
We paid for free water. It's not free water. We paid for free electricity.
Relief items.
We paid for them.
Don't forget that we are still paying COVID-19.
We are still paying COVID levy.
Of course, we have to revive us.
The COVID-19 fund, we are still waiting for the expenditure.
Do you know any
We are waiting
African
for the
country that
paper.
is paying COVID-19 levy?
Do you know?
Can you check?
Okay.
Maybe check.
We are the COVID-19 fund that
Because they are
was set
not,
up.
they are not paying, or our city was not badly affected because they didn't all get these relief
You said
items.
the city was not what?
The city was badly affected, let me see,
Because of reliefs.
they gave us relief.
But we are still paying for them. The free water and free
Relax.
light.
I want to understand this point very well. How do you explain? So that is how the city was affected. That is how they relax.
No, did any country do that?
No, that is how the city. I want you to. You have a background in economics, so I want to be sure that you've just made this so that we will be on the same level. Are you saying because we've given relief items, that's how the city was affected? Are you sure?
It could be.
How? Practically explain
No,
to me,
it
because
could
I
be.
don't understand.
So the
It
money.
could be.
I don't understand
So-
how.
It could be because no country did
Because
it
the
in
money in
Africa.
dollars-
Money was
No country did it in Africa.
Alpha in Abre's defense, the money was pumped into sharing relief items. That's the conversation. But you see, that money, the money doesn't.
It's 28 after 8. You're still listening to the Orange Sunrise in Orange 107.9. Your comments are welcome. Let me read this one. This one said that if we cannot blame the Vice President Bawumia for the failure of this administration, logically, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia then didn't have a cause to confront Mr. Amisa Arthur with his so-called 100 questions on the economy. Dr. Bawumia is fully responsible for the country's economic woes. Uju Asofua.
He should have sent the questions to John Mahama. Why didn't he send it to
This one says that President Kennedy Japan, I'm not too sure he's president, Kennedy Japan and his finance minister, no, are you sure you are talking? Okay, I'm sure you are referring to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. And his finance minister, Dr. Bawumia, will make Ghana a better. What are you saying? I don't understand your statement. Okay.
Let me read this.
I
think I get the message. What the person is trying to say is that maybe he's predicting Kennedy as president and Bawumia becoming finance minister.
Okay.
This
one said, yes, let's blame Bawumia, who heads an EMT that has no power and authority in the constitution and no legislation, but the finance minister who the constitution mandates and gives all the authority to manage the finance and economy and gets paid for. It is not been discussed. Anyways, Bawumia and his team take full responsibility of the challenges and have not shy away from it. When the November 4th election is done, Bawumia will speak on these matters and set the record straight and the way forward. Unfortunately, you didn't add your name. Please do so next time so that we can.
Argentina is paying.
We can. Is what?
The COVID-19 levy. You asked me to check.
Okay.
Argentina is paying.
Argentina is paying.
There's Morocco.
Okay.
Yes.
Morocco is paying. Chile is paying. Peru is paying.
Okay.
And so Ghana is not an island.
So it means in West Africa it's only Ghana. In Africa it's Ghana and Morocco. Okay. Right.
Okay. But Alpha, lastly, before we allow our friends to join us, it is wonderful how come, the late Emi Sata came from the Bank of Ghana, became vice president, and at that point in time, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia saw it fair that he would direct his questions to Emi Sata, not
to the president.
And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, also came from the same Bank of Ghana. And when it is about matters of economy, you want us to say, oh, as for you, let us leave you out. Let's blame Nanado and finance minister. Back then, the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia see Mahama and said, Tekwe. Didn't he see that?
The point where I disagree with you is that whilst I acknowledge the fact that the man spoke so eloquently on the economy,
yes,
and he should be taking responsibility. He shouldn't be coward in running away.
Yeah.
Because I think that's cowardice. To that strategy where they think Ghanaians we are dumbheaded that
we have a short
when they are not speaking about it, then we know
forget about it.
No, for me, I think it doesn't. So I appreciate that point. I think that he must take responsibility. The promises he made, he must go back, list them, come and explain to us what he has done, the problems he identified, the solutions he has brought to bear, how it has improved the situation. But I think to squarely put the blame on him is a bit unfair.
Thank you, Alpha.
Because you see, there's a finance minister.
Yeah.
A finance minister who happens to be the cousin of the president.
Okay. And a member of the EMT, yes, where Bawumia is chairman.
Okay. Yes. Which is an advisory committee.
That's fine.
So the direct economic management of this country is put in the hands of the finance minister. You understand? A man who said we were never going to go to the IMF. So even if the vice president had advised them not to go, or to go at the time so that it will not be fatal on our economy, and the finance minister insisted we won't go, I am sure the president will listen to the finance minister than the vice president. Because I look at the rapport between the finance minister and the president, and I look at the way even MPs could say that sack your finance minister. The president will not listen to them. He will advise them that he will tell them that when a budget is read and we are done with the IMF deal, we'll come back to the matter. Has he sacked him?
Oh, I mean,
he made nonsense of the RP. Now the MPs, I'm sure they look themselves in the mirror and say, we used to Charlie, because they went there. The man said, oh, wait, relax, let him be done with. Because so it means that the president is not ready, from what I see, is not ready to listen to anybody. And he's ready to keep his finance minister, and he is ready to listen to whatever the finance minister will tell him. And the finance minister is managing the economy how he wants.
So now this is
for me, I think
your level of analysis.
Yes.
But my level of analysis is also that it could be the president acting on the advice of the economic management team. Because maybe the president is also listening to them. The team that the vice president is chairman of. The president is listening to that EMT because the president believes that his cousin, the finance minister, is on the committee. So everything the committee comes up with, the finance minister's idea is part. So the president listens to the EMT.
Okay.
So he listens to Dr.
That's my point of. So for me, I think this economy, the blame for me largely should be put on the president and the vice president. Yes, I will acknowledge the fact that Bawumia has a difficulty because he said so many things.
Rahim, you are leaving out the finance minister.
Yes, I said finance minister and the president.
The president and the vice president.
No, I'm saying largely, so you can. So I think that is my view about this situation. That yes, the vice president, he said so many things about the economy. Maybe because of his inexperience. Maybe then the statement of John Mahama at the time is beginning to sound right. When John Mahama said, you guys are saying all these things because you've never managed the country before. You don't know what it takes to be president. And you are saying all of these things. Okay, so now it appears that statement is becoming right. But what I'm saying is that, yes, you can say he ran his mouth, so to speak, on the economy, said so many things on the economy. But to put the blame squarely on him is a bit unfair.
But he's advising the president. He's the one advising the president.
But when you advise me, I don't take it.
So we established that the president doesn't listen to him. He said the president's an advisor. He's the chairman of the EMT and they're advising the president. So in as much as we are crediting him for digitization and choosing a Ghana card over 10,000 interchanges, that is fine. But when it comes to matters of the economy, we still have to blame him. Just to be fair to him. We are being fair to him. We are giving him credit and we are giving him everything that counts with it. As a chairman of an economic committee that advises the president on how to run the economy.
I disagree with you on that. I think it's the president and the finance minister largely. Yes, you can blame the vice president to some extent. Because it also contributes. But largely, I think the two should be taking the blame. I don't know what to make of all of these issues, though. You can send me your thoughts on 0548501584. Keep sending me your voice notes, and I'll be reading all of them for you. You can send me your WhatsApp message as well on 0548501584. It's 36 after 8, and you're still listening to the Orange Sunrise in Orange 107.9 FM. There are other matters that we will deal with at the tail end of the show, but in the meantime, we're asking you to send us your thoughts on 0548501584. Do you think it's fair, the attempt to blame the vice president for our current economic woes? You've listened to the analysis. What do you make of what we've talked about so far? Okay, well, maybe let me try and see if we can now pick your phone calls on 0541 022318. Whether you agree or disagree, let's hear you. This one says that Alpha is 100% okay. I'm not too sure that. Okay, this is an old statement. It's a lie. The EMT does not advise the president. It's nowhere in the Constitution. The EMT's advice is even a mere suggestion to the finance minister. My name is Jim Ike. Okay, Jim Ike, thank you very much for your message this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, make it snappy for us. Yeah, what's your thoughts on this issue?
Okay, this is Yao Afafran. So I'll blame it squarely on the doctor of Dr. Bawumia. Now he's even not granting interviews. Any media house. So last time on the media house were complaining. Even for digitization, we started using this digital TV. We were ordered to buy digital TV in 2016 before he came to power. So you shouldn't say digitization is for him. Thank you.
Thank you very much for making it very snappy for us. You can also join us and speak to us. What do you make of this conversation? Can or should the Vice President be taking the blame of Ghana's current economic situation? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Tchitio. You bono to for my.
Oh,
You may do me where I say.
Ava, we do that digitalization started 2016. And the economy started 2016. But I don't believe me. But I never me and got Mrs. Ghana can see a worry. Remember, who also walk out see. Omo advice, or advice. That's what I want. All right, I am a potato. Are you good? That would be good. Ava.
Okay, and I say thank you very much for speaking with us this morning. That's his thought. What's your thought? Join me on 0541 022 318 and contribute. Let me see if I can speak to this caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, tell me your name and where you're calling me from, and make your point quite quick for us. Yes.
Okay. I'm Kevin.
Okay.
Calling from Marco.
Mm-hmm.
I want to draw attention on the digitalization. There is something you are missing. Before you can do a digitalization, you need some fundamental things that we need to put in place, like the internet facilities. So you can't say you are building up a digitalization.
Unfortunately, we've lost him on the line. 0541 022 318. Please be encouraged to send a lot of your voice notes, okay? I don't know why you guys don't like sending messages and voice notes, but it's now better if you send your voice note in your WhatsApp message, especially if you want to be heard. Then you send in your voice notes. We'll play it for you on 0548 501 584. 0548 501 584. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please tell me your name and where you're calling me from. Let's hear.
My name is Elijah. I'm calling from Toronto.
Elijah, make your point.
I said, who economic team leader? That's what comes from the NTR. They see you as useless. Because not only leader, no country and far, you don't have anything. So we need you you can't contribute. So I see our vice president incompetent.
Thank you very much for joining me this morning. That is his thought. What's your thought? Let's hear it on 0541 022 318. Do you think it's fair to put the blame on the vice president with regards to Ghana's economic situation? Whatever your thoughts are, let's hear it. Good morning.
Good morning, Alpha.
Yes, your name and where you're calling me from, sir?
I hope you're fine, yeah.
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm calling from, this Felix, I'm calling from Aija.
Yes, Felix, make it snappy for us. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, very sharp. Alpha, it is one thing that you people forget about one thing. You see that this current president, the other president that came, they meet the press. You see that Kofu came all the time, he would call people into the Flagstaff house and meet the press. Assembly the same thing, your mama the same thing. Did you see that this current government is doing so? When he came, he meet the press only once. That's all. Because they have their agenda and they know that they have failed, they have abandoned that thing.
Okay. Thank you very much, Felix, for joining us this morning. That's the thought of Felix there. What's your thoughts? Join us on 0541 022 318. We're streaming live on YouTube, so you can watch the program live there as well. If you're listening, you can watch us on YouTube as well on Orange 107.9 FM. Good morning.
Good morning, Alpha.
Yes, just tell me your name and where you're calling me from, sir. I'm saying, just tell me your name again, Charlie.
You have already mentioned my name.
Let's go.
Okay, thank you. You see, for me, I'll put the blame on Baumia for the failure of the economy. Because the finance minister, in charge of the finance?
Unfortunately, we've lost Ija on the line. Let me listen to this voice note. Okay. I'm waiting to see if I can now listen. Okay, I think I can listen to the voice note.
Good morning, Abusco from Friday. 2016. Yet to Abama Nanado Nabauya, and Namu lecture na Bauya Nam Air Casanti. Obianas, oh, when the right person I say to Abamomo. Yet to Abama Omo. Say Ghana economy be Yamaye. They said after that, Bamuya by the way was saying, Menyokom economy may degradation. Say economy is done for here. Economy here, Cassie. Bibia Bassa, and immediate blame the party. A moon 99.9% they said Mabauya. Because one to a month for a few to Abama. They said, yeah, who trap. They say about 20-25% of the Cassay, or by the Abayamagana for a semi Abeka. Say, I'm before to about you. So when I would know my dear son, I have a catcher Ghana for. The media, my son back up BMW, Bawia must withdraw. Thank you.
Bawia must withdraw pounds today. I'm not too sure. But you just said there from Abusco. That's the view of Abusco. You can also send in your voice to this one on 0548 501584. Please keep sending your voice notes because that is better today than the phone calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Alpha.
Yes, tell me your name and where you're calling me from, sir.
I'm Comrade Bedumafu Joseph.
Yes, Comrade, because of the issue we are having with the telephone line, make it snappy for us. What's your view? Should we blame the Vice President?
If not Alaji Baumia, then who else? Is he not the head of the economic the management team? Yeah. President Mama said it's easily to say than done, you know? Yeah. Because actions speak louder than words.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Baduma feels or believes that Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia will have to be blamed for the current economic situation in our country. You can also let me know what you make of this whole conversation on 0548501584. You can send me a voice note there. And if you want to give me a call, you can do so on 0541022318. Let me see if you have another caller joining us. Good morning.
Mr. Jahu is back now.
Yes, we lost you. Yes, make it snappy for us. Yes.
The network is disturbing.
Yes. It's been like this for a while now. We are trying to.
I will put the blame on Bawumia.
Okay.
Because Bawumia talks too much about the economy. He wants everybody to know that he is an expert, economic expert, setting questions for others to answer. I have arrested the CD, giving the key to the IGP. The fundamentals are weak. The exchange rate will expose you. All this. Talk about all this. So if you, the economic management team, you are the head, and the economy is down like this, who is to blame?
Okay, so you're blaming him. Thank you very much, Eja, for your thought. This message says that Assalamu alaikum Alpha, alaikum assalam Shehu. Trust you're doing good. A lot of us don't really want to blame Bawumia, but you can't talk about the economy without his name because he was the one who convinced us to vote for them based on the economy. Sadiq, thank you very much for your message. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we've lost him on the line. You can try again by giving us a call on 0541022318. You can alternatively send me a WhatsApp message on 0548501584, and you can send me your voice note on that same number, and I'll read all of them for you and play your voice notes as well for you. Let me see if I have another person joining me. I think we've lost him on the line. You're still listening to the Orange Sunrise in Orange 107.9. It's 48 after 8. Let's listen to this.
Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Good morning to your cherished listeners. My take on the topic you're discussing, I think most of you guys are getting it wrong, or if not, you are deliberately distorting and misinforming the general public, because Ghana doesn't exist in isolation. Ghana exists in the broader global economy. Ghana's economy is connected to the larger global economy, which has also been affected adversely by the COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war. Go to UK today. Something which was bought in 2 years back, let's say £5, is now selling at £20. Is Bawumia the manager of the UK economy now? Or if you look at all these European countries, none of them is spared. None of them is spared. All of their economies are being affected by these two global. There's a global economic turn down. So when you are informing the general public, or when you are discussing this, you need to situate the discussion in this context. If you are to judge the performance of this economy, this is a false narrative that you people are pushing out there, which I don't want to subscribe to, because our government has done better. Even in this West state that you describe it is far better than what the NDC left off. Let's take the indicators one by one. Let's take these indicators one by one. Let's take them. Let's say the dollar. Let's compare what the NDC picked and how they left it off. And let's do a percentage analysis of the depreciation. You will realize that even in this current rate, it is far better than what the NDC left off. Let's take petrol, the fuel prices, petrol. When the NDC was coming to power, a gallon of fuel was less than 3 cedis. When they were leaving, a liter was more than 4 cedis. So what are you guys talking about?
Okay, so that is his thoughts, disagreeing with the analysis so far. Yes, you can also do so. If you disagree, let's hear from you. If you agree, or if you have a different thought to share, all of those are welcome on the show this morning. On either our phone number, you can call on that number, or you can send a message on our WhatsApp line, and we'll hear from you on 0541022318 or on 0548501584. Okay, I'll be taking some messages at this point in time. So you want to stay with us? We'll return, and then we'll continue with the show. You're still listening to the Orange Sunrise in Orange 107.9.
Eat, just Momo it. Tired of the long queues in the supermarket? Pay with Momo. When you really want that beautiful new blouse, just Momo it. When you want to get a trim and get fresh to impress you know who, just Momo it. When you need to pay your utility bills and domestic staff, Shani Momo. When you want to send love to the family back home, send some Momo. Join the millions of MTN Momo users all over Ghana and live life the brighter way. So just Momo it. MTN.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year 2021 and brand ambassador of Awake Purified Drinking Water. I am super excited to partner with Ghana's first charity-driven water to give back to our communities. Awake is a brand that makes a difference. We impact the world around us. That is why for every bottle of Awake water you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Yes, every time you quench your thirst with a refreshing bottle of Awake, you're helping contribute to save lives. So keep drinking Awake Purified Drinking Water and let's continue making a difference. Awake Water, one for life, supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Doing gets you learning. Learning starts you wondering. Wondering triggers thinking. Thinking becomes planning. Planning evolves to trying. After trying, you're succeeding, winning, owning. Now, doing that starts with outdoing your limits. Outdo them all with MTN. So, what are we doing today?
A bank that supports you.
Mido, aden why bosasa, adam afumwana.
Enye wo, adwindwin.
Na same ye wo jire. Bibi hawa, ene me nkasa.
Na me mpese me haw, but ejuma no kwa na ekofom. Senke me nya bisi ampode.
Oh, odo. Na sa se we dey se senko aka kye me dadada. Hwe bra kwa me sei. Sa na Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, aboa no.
Na me ninsi ho anagina mu bia o.
Oh, odo, mama no nsie. Consolidated Bank besia de. Wonyinsi ho anagina mu bia o.
Ma worry all basunku.
Oh, odo yi. Wajuma hiyam mwa sika fem. Science at CBG. Yes, see, we stand with you, T. Yes, bra. Ya brabata babru duna enu bebia. Mayama wajuma besia. Ebe kwa wajuma mana jina ne nine so. Na ye sika collect ne so. Ya juma ifo beti miaba wajuma mu abeji u check enu deposit biya. 80 freya hume so. 030-221-6000. CBG.
We stand with you.
You're listening in color. Orange 107.9.
Shake it. Come on, shake. Baby, I shake. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, more. I had Befa. Befa, 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 oh, Befa. Yeah, Befa. Befa, Befa, Befa. Go, go, go. Yeah, no, me take a chocolate. And Ramanda. Tuntu de da ese moto. Obrayo, se service yo get chalato. Ale, no be lie. Ibia ya ade. Ibia ya wade. Ale, no be lie. Ibia ya ade. Ibia ya wade. Come on, shit. Baby, I shit. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, move. I had Befa. Befa, 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 oh, Befa. Yeah, Befa. Befa, Befa, Befa. Living the life on the street. Nobody care what we do. Nobody care what we go through. Nobody care what we do. Your brand motivational speakers. On try and crying up. Your parent, you know, be.
So you're welcome back. Now I've received this message. It says that leaders don't break their promises. Be honest, communicate it right, and learn from your mistakes. Leadership. He said hashtag leadership, hashtag trust from One Life Kumasi. Okay, thank you very much, One Life, for your message. And this one says that Nana and Baumia have inflicted so much pain on Ghanaians. The hunger is on the rise. Things, this one is like I'm right, the hunger is on the rise. The hunger is on the rise. Things are becoming very expensive, yet they still flout in our face. They are doing well and better than NDC. It's a gross deception. NDC is better than MPP. Anyway, the people get the leaders they deserve. Grace from Tafo. Oh, Grace, are you saying okay? It's okay. You can also send me your WhatsApp message on 0548501584. Before we go, Rahim, you know today's date?
1/11/23.
Yes.
1st November 2020.
So that is the second month of the last quarter of the year.
Yes.
How would you describe this year? Let's start from today.
Hey.
I say hey. You know that yesterday, so I was telling Rubin Ahmed that Ghanaians, we've really tried though. You know when all of these things began? 2020. You know, that was the year we had COVID.
Yes.
And COVID disorganized almost everything. In In fact, at the time, it was too serious to the extent that you couldn't even see people. People were living in their rooms alone, couldn't come out. Some people were battling with all kinds of diseases, of course, including COVID-19. The economic situation then was quite difficult because you couldn't even go to the market, you couldn't go to work, etc. Then in 2021, we thought that, now the thing, it will relax more. Kaish. The impact of almost everything was that serious. 2022, it continued. 2023, we felt that it would be better. But it's like it's not looking good. It's getting worse by the day.
Yeah.
And now we are going to, very soon we'll be heading into, or we're getting into 2024. I think with Ghanaians, we've done well. It's not easy like that, though. This past 3 years, from 2020, it's been too tough. What do you think?
Alpha, I think that, first and foremost, we will just have to, when you're having conversations about the progress of this year, first and foremost, you just have to be grateful to God that you've been able to survive it. Because honestly, this year has been full of ups and downs. And if in 2022, we thought that 2022 was so tough. I mean, I go
that
2023 was better.
It was hard though.
2023 is a Pro Max version of 2022. Things have been very, very difficult considering the IMF, the ins and outs.
Yeah, all of those.
And it looks as if 2023 has been a year of exposure. I mean, Ghanaians in 2023 have now come to understand why we are suffering. Because in 2022 we didn't have that. This is missing. This $1 billion is gone here. This one is missing. We didn't hear all those. But 2023 has become more of an eye opener. And I don't even want us to get to the conversation where we start talking about New Year resolutions.
You are fed up with that. You are tired.
I'm living by the day. If I wake up in the morning.
But did you have plan for 2023?
Oh,
you did.
The economy has planned for me. I planned, but it has planned all the plans. So I'm just praying. And
someone sent me a message to ask you, what is delaying your wedding?
My wedding.
What is delaying your marriage?
I've had a lot of, and with this answer I'm giving, I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of young men out there. A lot, if not all, but like a lot. There are a lot of factors that are delaying the marriage of young people, and you see, some of the times they like to hide.
But marriage was part of my plan for this year.
Yeah, you have 1 month more to go.
But from the look of things, Charlie,
you have 1 month more to go.
You know, easy like that too.
I'm telling you. And you see, the thing is that more of the times when you listen to the young people speak outside, they tell you that, I'm yet to meet the one. It's a lie.
I'm yet to get the thing.
Everybody
the thing is the most important
I'm
thing.
telling you, it is this thing.
Resources.
You know, this morning I was having a conversation with David, and David was telling me that with his marriage, he wanted to do something
simple,
small, like we all know, something simple. But as he sits here,
it has been expanded for him.
Let me quote him: "50K." That's what he said.
I should.
That's what he told me. When I was there. Yes, that's what he said.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Even with wedding, that he said he wants something simple for the family, no big reception and all that. Today he said it, that make 50K. And so if there's a young man who is not married and is listening, looking at the salary rate.
What do you think is the most important question? Who to marry or what to marry with? Or how to marry?
So the how to marry will be answered in the what to marry with. So it is the what to marry with that's the
most
wedding.
Important, not the who to marry. The who to marry is very.
The who to marry is very important. But I mean, a young boy by this age, you probably might have. You have a lot of friends, come across a lot of young women, networked a lot, and all those things. So you have a fair idea.
You have a data.
You have a database.
Sample data.
I'm telling you, name, index number, and pictures.
Okay.
You have a database, but the what to marry with Alpha at this point in time, That is the problem in their country. But I mean, when you speak to young, because probably it is outside, they normally tell you that, oh, I'm now looking through the ladies and all. But the truth of the matter is, when you confront them indoors, that's when they tell you that, Charlie, it's not easy. Because that time we were doing a breakdown here. What is delaying your marriage is a very big conversation.
we have to find time for it.
Because before somebody answers what's delaying your marriage, that person should be able to answer how are you surviving. That's the first question.
Because today, even you alone,
and you are here. So if you're able to answer how you are surviving,
so that you can be sure if you can add on.
Exactly. And people cannot even answer how we are surviving. They don't know.
To add on.
Exactly. People will wake up and they tell you that, I don't know how I'm surviving, or it's just God.
It's just by grace.
And with such a person, you don't even need to have a mind conversation with the person. Because even as a bachelor, he doesn't know how he's surviving, let alone going to add on. So when we are able to answer how are you surviving, and we are able to explain how we are able to survive, that is when we can talk about what is delaying your marriage. Now, it is definitely the what to marry with. Because at this point in time, the way everything is high, hospital bills, water bill, light bill, rent, everything is high, clothing, everything, food, everything is high. So it is the what to marry with. And you see, at every point in time, when you are going to marry, they will tell you that the problem is not the ceremony. The problem is after the sustaining what you have started. Because marriage is a journey.
This morning we are hearing from the Asamoah's divorce.
Yes.
And if you see the things that will be going to the wife, and at least for them he can afford.
He can pay. He can pay. Asamoah can pay. But if it was somebody else, how do you pay the compensation? How do you pay?
So this year, so you are saying, so because of the lessons of 2020, 2021, 2023, you don't think New Year resolutions are important? Just hope and pray. You are alive.
Yes, I mean, I think that.
But that would be life without a plan.
Well, I would not say. I'm just.
Or you have
long-term plans. You can probably keep some short-term plans. Maybe some very short-term, maybe some monthly or 2 months or so that you build on them. But in Ghana, if you plan.
But there are people who have achieved great things within this year.
Oh.
Yeah, you find a lot of people who. Please, if you are one of those, let us know. Let's encourage us. Okay, we need.
And when you don't only encourage and say to be well, tell us how you did it. Because we want to be like you. There are people listening who would want to be like you.
Yes.
So when you tell us what you did, then you tell us how you are able to do it.
Those of you that have been able to achieve your targets this year, let's know about it. Okay, we are in October. I keep saying we are in October.
You don't want us to end the year. My brother, you have 1 month more. 1 month. That's why you are shifting back to October.
1 month to end the year.
1 month to end the year.
All of a sudden.
Just a month.
1 month. Please. How would you describe the year so far? Okay, we'll come back to it later. But if you're one of those that have been able to achieve some target within this year, please let us know. You know, one of my targets was to. I was telling you that other sources of income. No? So that one, I have tried, but I don't know. Business also comes with its own challenges, right? A lot of times you say, "Oh, go and invest," but investment is not easy like that. It comes with a lot of difficulties. If care is not taking you, go and invest. And you see, because you don't really. Now our challenge is that for those of us who are working, you don't have ample time. So whether you like it or not, someone will be managing the business for you or the investment for you. And the right person to do so now has become a very, very serious challenge for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people save, invest, and in no time the investment is gone. You understand? So whilst you are working to save, to invest, to have another source, the other source, so you don't even know how to.
You save, you invest, you recoup their money. That is if you are able to recoup their money.
But
if you invest, they will haircut you. If you don't haircut you and you get your money and you invest in a new venture, in a business by side, taxes will come after you. Somebody will chop your money.
Hey,
this country. So you don't even know what to, and you can't even keep the money in your room. The more you keep it in your room, the more inflation depreciates your money. When you keep it in a bank, haircut is coming after you. When you start a new business, taxes are coming after you. You are paying all forms of taxes all over. So what is the plan for the young Ghanaian man or woman? What exactly?
So the last one I was asking the question: what is the solution to making it in Ghana without traveling abroad? Someone said it is the one that you've left out.
Somebody said apart from traveling abroad.
You said you can't apart the traveling abroad.
It is the one you have aparted. That is the answer. The one you have aparted. That's the answer. Apart from traveling abroad. So now everybody is running away. And when you look at the statistics, when you listen to people that have been outside before, they tell you that the system out there is the same
like
or
that.
Probably worse than how we are experiencing here.
But
the point is that if I stay outside and the work I do, let's even say 40% of my income goes into taxes, I know I have a working health system. I have a working bus and train system. I mean, even if I am eating and the food is expensive, I know that if I fall sick, there's an effective health system. But here, taxes are taking your money, and you go to Konoche and you have to queue for a bed.
Yeah, you have to go to the private.
We build hospitals and we leave it in the bush. No access road. The people are dying all over. You can't even pay for dialysis, and they're increasing the cost on top.
Now we are told that about 5 people have died as a result of that.
Exactly.
So it's like it's not just that the economy is tightening you up. Like the other structures to help you at least have hope and be a bit comfortable are either non-existent or are not in good shape.
Exactly. So I mean, and I always say that.
Or we are complaining too much.
We are not complaining too much because
listeners, please, if you think we are complaining too much, tell us.
Because we watch movies, we watch documentaries, we see what is done. You see, no Ghanaian would have a problem if you pile taxes on us and we see the taxes in the system. Who would get up and come and sit here and say we are paying too much taxes when the hospitals are working, the bus system is working, there are roads, there's employment. There are still unemployment rates even in the modernized countries. But no, the system the system is a bit flexible for you. Ghanaians here run away not because they think it is not tough out there, but because when they listen to the cedi to dollar ratio,
when they do
they know that when they go there and even they send $10 down here, it is money.
It is.
That is why they go, not because they don't know that place is tough and when they go, they are going to suffer. There are boys there, they are always telling you their ordeal, walking through the snow to go and work.
Your mental health.
Exactly.
And you are dealing with all kinds of problems because you are a black person,
so
racial profiling, all of those.
To the extent where you look at discrimination, racial profiling, the weather, attacks, all sorts of things, and your citizen would rather risk their life for that instead of staying home. Now, it should tell you people in charge that there's something wrong.
If you listen to the countries Ghanaians are traveling to nowadays, Senegal,
Barbados.
Just yesterday, someone was telling me, a cousin of mine is now teaching in Senegal. I was asking him, is that better? Is it way better than Ghana?
Yeah.
He was a teacher in Ghana.
A teaching job in
Senegal. He moved to Senegal not long ago.
Yeah.
He said it is way better.
Yeah.
He was stressed. He was depressed in Ghana, so he needed to go. He left. He has left to Senegal.
He's gone. You know, Ghanaians are even going to Salvador to go and chase the rupee. The rupee that, as I pointed out, it was the worst performing currency in the world. People are going.
The country that they were chasing their president out.
Exactly. You see, and I'm telling you that today, every embassy is having people going for visa. They just want to leave. Ghanaians just want
people
to
are
go.
running away from, I say, you are running away from something.
So they're just going. They're just leaving the country, and that's if a country gets to that state, it should be a wake-up call.
I don't know if the leaders are aware, though. I don't know. I think they should be aware of.
They should.
They should know. They should know that this is the current state. And it's not like a lot of these young people are running away because they are lazy. Some of them have tried a number of things in Ghana, but it's not really working. Okay, some of them are trying to make it. Some of them are really trying hard, but ain't easy, sir. You get it?
Not easy at all.
And every year, it's more or less the pressure is piling up.
Exactly.
and people's lives are being delayed. Okay, people are getting frustrated by the day. You understand? So it's not easy. If you are one of those who have been able to achieve your target for the year, please let us know. Yet still nobody has sent in a message. I don't know if nobody has achieved his or her target. Please, I'm sure there are a lot of you who have achieved some targets. Right? Have you achieved any target?
Oh.
Talk to me, my brother. I'm afraid. What is? Have you achieved your target? As for David, he's on the way of achieving his target because he set the target to marry this year. Hopefully, he will marry very soon. It's not hopefully. He's looking like Chinchina Train, so he has achieved that. Have you?
I still have a month to go, so I'm hopeful. I'm living with hope.
I see.
I'm hopeful. I have a month to go. Yeah. So I mean,
okay. You if you've achieved your target for this year, please let us know. Someone just sent me. You know Akonoba.
Akonoba, yes.
A good friend. It's been a long time though, but he sent me a message. Well, I think the last day he sent me some message, but that one is past. So let me read the current one. He said, "I have achieved mine," but he didn't tell us what he has achieved. I know that now Akonoba is in law school. Maybe that was his target.
That was his target.
That's great. He's now in law school, so that's a target achieved. Okay. As for me, yes, I've achieved some and I've missed some.
Hey.
Was it 8?
But you still have 1 month more to get married.
No, I asked for the marriage.
Or you rolled that target over.
The marriage is challenge. I don't know.
You know, some targets are recurring. They are recurring targets.
They are not
you say January, then you take them to February, you take them to March, you take them to April, like that. So you recur.
Let me listen to this voice note.
Alpha, good morning. Daniel, me target the me achieve. But akaka krebi. Kakra kano.
That's great for Daniel. Daniel has achieved his target. He has achieved. Great. We are grateful to Allah for that. Okay, let me read this. This one says, mine is lost. Meaning that his target is
your target is lost. Hey.
You have to find your target too. Yours is lost.
What is the target that is lost? Hey, see me.
You have to find it, please. It's very important that you find it. Okay, so please, if you've achieved your target, I mean the various critical targets you set for yourself, please let us know. Send us a WhatsApp message and let's be encouraged by your story. At least Akonoba has sent in his one and said he has achieved it. I think he has said yes to what I said, but his target was to be in law school this year, and he's now in law school. Hopefully very soon he will be called to the bar.
Akonoba Esquire.
Very soon, inshallah. He will call to the bar. So let's hope and pray that very soon that will materialize. Let's take these messages, we'll return and continue with the show. Stay with us.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Pregnant and feeling confused? Take control of your reproductive